Hello there, welcome to Earth Ray Healing. So, I've been tuning into and integrating Hathor energies for months now, and we're finally doing a session and an activation on this. So, first, let's talk about Hathor energy first here. So, a little general background on Hathor. So, some refer to Hathor as the Hathors. So basically, they separate Hathor and the Hathors, or they may be known to some as the seven Hathors. So basically, some see this as separate interdimensional entities or energies or beings where each are associated with a different energy or like property. And in some teachings, the seven Hathors has a lot to do with the Pleiades. The Pleiades is referred to as the seven sisters. Now, from what I understand and from what I align with, the Hathors represents different facets of Hathor. Like the sky, she's the sky goddess. Love, motherhood, or like mothering energy in general, giving birth, fertility, beauty, arts, pleasure, all things feminine, compassion, receptivity. I'm tuning into this as one energy with multiple facets. So not several Hathors as separate entities or energies so that I can get this message across. Now, the Hathor energy is one of those goddesses, one of those goddess energies that has been built up and is goddess of so many things, including everything I just mentioned, like beauty, arts, femininity, but also power, power and protection, specifically protection of women. And she's goddess of afterlife. So helping with the dead or the dying to cross over. So basically being a psychopomp. She's also helping with activations at this time, from what I understand, and everything that comes with that, including like ascension symptoms, things like that. Now, we mentioned she's a sky goddess, but she's not only a sky goddess, she's also known as a sun goddess, and in a dual nature kind of way, also a moon goddess. And speaking of dual nature, I don't think of her the same way that I think of like Isis, being completely neutral and in the heart only. Hathor is closer to humanity. Now, she chose to be that way from what I gather. She chose to be that way, to be like a different kind of guide for us. Okay, so with that dual nature comes like the challenges of everything that I mentioned. So, beauty, arts, feminine, compassion, receptivity, the challenge of those. So if you think of Hathor as like a mothering type of energy, she is, yes, very nurturing and compassionate, but there's also an energy of like, so I'm seeing like a mother and a toddler, and there's something like hot nearby, and the mother says, don't touch that. Don't touch that, you'll get hurt. And the toddler giggles and puts their hand like closer to the hot thing, or whatever the thing is they shouldn't be touching. And then they get hurt. And the mother says, I told you not to do that. And then she goes over and she consoles and comforts the toddler. Now, you could say, well, why didn't the mother move the hot thing out of the way or whatever? But that's just what popped into my head, trying to explain this, like the dual nature, okay, of Hathor energies. So anyway, we're tuning into all facets of Hathor, and we're going to see what comes of it. So this was supposed to be a post with these 3 cards. So I chose these 3 cards, these 3 Hathor cards to bring across a Hathor energy, a Hathor activation. But it wasn't enough, and then I kept choosing cards. So I've seen all the cards. I know what the cards are. I know what the general energy is. We're going to retune in here. We're just going to retune in. I'm going to retune into these ones and see what comes through with this Hathor energy. Okay, so I'm seeing the sun plate here and feeling the sun goddess energy. I'm feeling the sun codes, actually. The sun codes and connecting with the, like, yes, the sun that we see and feel on our skin, but also beyond that, the great central sun energy. The codes of where we come from, our origin. Now, I think one thing I forgot to mention with like tuning into Hathor energy and what Hathor energy is was the cow part. Like, she's portrayed as a cow or having cow ears. And that's that whole mothering thing. If you think of like a cow with a calf and how nurturing the cow is with the calf, and how nutrient the milk is, because that milk makes that little calf become this huge huge cow. So there's something in, I'm getting right now, I'm getting like literally eating better food in specifically food, because it's like I'm asking them, drinking water too, and they're not focusing on the water right this second, but it's food. Eat better, like nutrients, like choose better nutrients is what I'm hearing. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different messages within this message, but we'll see. See, this actually says mother's milk. This one says we the Hathors, and it says deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. There's a portal opening. I'm hearing like, do you choose to walk through it? You don't have to. Like, it's not, I feel like there's a whole different sort of like paradigm shift happening for you, or could happen for you. But they're asking, like, do you know what you want? Are you sure of this? Have you done the research on this? Before you step through the portal, make sure you understand yourself and how you will like react, how you will grow from this. How will you grow from this? What will this do for you? It's like some sort of decision making with this portal. Now this one says Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade power, recall. Yes, that's what I felt initially with this entire thing, was like upgrades. Thinking a different way, being a different way, believing a different way, experiencing different things. Now with this power recall, I'm feeling you have to call your power back to you more often. Call your power back to you more often. And also, like, with all of this going on, if you're here and you're resonating with these words, these codes, there is a reminder here of grounding. And I'm getting not like Grounding is not only important, it is a necessity, I'm hearing. Now, grounding, sometimes people are too grounded. I've worked with people that are too grounded. Most of the people I work with need grounding. But so you'll know who you are if you need to ground more, or if you don't need to ground more. That, you know, I feel like you'll know if that message is for you. But there is an important message here that grounding is a necessity. Like for those that I'm talking to, those that are connecting with this, you need to make grounding part of your thing, like part of the routine that you do every day. The way you brush your hair, the way you brush your teeth, the way you go to the bathroom, these things that you do daily. Incorporate grounding into that. You can do grounding with intention also. So like if you put lotion on every day, put the intention into the lotion that you are grounding. And then when you have that lotion, you know, you put that lotion on, hold that intention that you're grounding your energy. You're pulling all your energy through your head, through your body, through your legs, through your feet. And you're grounding it into the earth. You have intention. Okay, I feel like that's all that's coming through, like with these three right now. Yeah, there's a lot going on with Hathor energy. So the first one I drew was, of course, was the crown chakra. Because there's a lot of, like I said, upgrades going on right now. And so the crown was coming through. And I'm hearing, like with this, I'm hearing divinity. Maybe you had some sort of activation where you understood your divinity. You understood your connection with the divine, with God. You had a unity with God. This says Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the Archangel of the North, if that means anything to you. The North. So I think we're going to get all of them out here because I need to get into this. So these two came out together, actually. These two came out together. Storm warning, and then fourth chakra, the heart chakra. Archangel Raphael, Archangel of the East. So the way that I had them laid out together here was like this. And so storm warning was in the middle. And this was telling me, okay, there's a disconnection between the crown and the heart. And I've seen that in some personal sessions also. So I know that that's more like it's a collective thing. And it could be that people get so excited or so into or whatever, doing activation after activation after activation. But you're not tuning into like you. It sounds weird because if you're doing activations, you might think you're automatically tuning into yourself, but that's not true. Start your activations by tuning into your heart. Start your day by tuning into your heart. Think of that area, connect with that area of your body, and then expand it outward with no expectations, not thinking anything, just tuning into the heart, expanding it out. Because I feel like some people are jumping right into like crown or even like third eye stuff. And there's a warning there. A warning of like confusion, and that brings in that grounding energy then also, or the grounding message. That's how I see this storm warning, a warning of connecting the energy centers. Okay, they're asking me to put them sort of like all out here because I'm getting more messages here. So then I got this Magician in the Mirror. And this felt like it was like on its own to me, sort of. You'll see why. Because there's like a message of like sovereignty. The fact that you are always in charge. Do not give your power away. That type of thing. Like the ball is always in your court. Don't give your power away. Don't give that ball away. There's also some like message of having to do work. Like I said, connecting the energy centers, grounding your energy, not just like going into energy work blindly, or like, I'm even seeing someone going into some sort of course blindly. They're saying blindly. It's like I'm seeing somebody like not doing the work in order to step ahead. Don't jump into things. It's like I'm hearing that you don't know anything about. You have to do the work first. You have to do some work. Like, it's not difficult. Do research on something that you're looking at, something about doing research, more research before you jump into it. So it's like I'm seeing like maybe you want to join a group of some sort, or you want to go on like a retreat of some sort, and there's people. You don't know any of the people. You just know what the general gist of the retreat is. I would do some more research on that. Do some more research on that. It's like it's a course, or like a retreat, or like I don't know. It could be like to save you money, to save you time, also to save you like hurt, or just something that you didn't want. I'm being taken to the heart energy here, yeah. And it's right underneath this birth as a portal. The portal again, back to that portal. Do you really want to do this? Be sure you want to do this, whatever this is. Okay, and then these ones, they all came out together. First chakra, the sixth chakra, the fifth chakra, okay? So we have Archangel Michael with the root chakra, Archangel Metatron with the third eye, Archangel Gabriel with the throat. So when I saw all of this laid out like this, I immediately thought of I was like, there's a lot of energy centers here, but I have thought of the two of the main, because there's 5 energy centers here. So I thought of the 2 that it was lacking, and I had to go and get them. So I went and got them, which was the solar plexus and the sacral. So we have Archangel Ariel with the sacral and Archangel Chamuel with the solar plexus. And I had to see it like this to take in what this message is. It's clearly about energy centers. It's clearly about your energy. I'm seeing like a toroidal field. And there's something about understanding what you're doing and doing more research, like I said. And then they're saying again, the ball is in your court. Like, it's always in your court. You always have the power. You have the power to step in. You have the power to step away. You have the power to like, I'm seeing like a volume being turned up and then a volume being turned down. They're showing me like an old radio, like tuning into stations. You have the power to tune into whatever station you want to. But be sure, like, be discerning with what is coming out of that station, that it is beneficial for you. And I'm feeling that mothering energy coming in. It's like that warning type of energy. Because I'm hearing are you sure you want to do that, honey? Are you sure you want to do that? That's how I'm hearing it. Or like, sweetheart. And it's a very nurturing way of cautioning you. I'm tuning into all, like I said, all the energy centers are here. It was lacking the solar plexus and the sacral. Now, I do have to mention here that in several of my personal sessions that I've done recently, there was emotions caught in the sacral. That's where they get caught. They get caught in the sacral. And that's what I'm seeing here also, that the emotions from either past lives or this life have been caught in the sacral, but there's something about the area in between the sacral and the solar plexus. That area, energetically in the body, there's something stuck there. And it has to do with also, like I mentioned earlier, connecting the energy centers together. Because I'm hearing like the transmission centers, because I think of them sometimes as transmission centers. They transmit messages and energies. They're not communicating with one another. So we need to connect them, balance them, right? Okay, let me just tune in further here, because this is energy work. It's energy work. Somebody's working with energy a lot, like working with energy balls, working with orbs of light. I'm hearing orbs of light. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. And then I can see someone expanding that to beyond their body, beyond their aura. And then it's like, and then what? And then what? Remember to bring it back in, bring it into your heart, ground it to your heart, ground it to the earth. Because I can see energy being scattered. I can see energy being just like hanging out. Like it's just hanging out. It's not really, we need to have cleaner energy healing methods, I guess. Now, as I'm looking at these, the only card here that doesn't have some sort of figure in it is the storm warning. And so that's like telling me that the storm is within you. It's not something outside of yourself. And then I'm hearing like, stop going outside of yourself for like something to save you or something to, I don't know what this is, something to activate you. And then I'm hearing again, like always start in the heart. You have everything. You have everything. I'm hearing it again, not to go outside of yourself for, what's that word? Validation. Validation. You know. Okay, I'm being drawn back to these two, the fact that they weren't part of the original and I went in and pulled them out. So there's work to be done in the sacral and the solar plexus. Do you understand your power? Did you lose your power in this life, in a different life? Did you give your power away to someone? To someone or something, like a way of thinking, a way of being? Call your energy back to you. Call your power back to you. I call all my energy, all my power, and all my magic back to me from all directions of time and space. And so it is. Have something to say every single day to call your energy back to you. Also, I'm getting the emotions again stuck in the sacral. And there's so many different reasons for that. Traumas and hurts. There's so many different ones, so they're not even giving me like an example. But I like to get to release it. I'm seeing like you going into it. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody go into their sacral. Like you think of your sacral, you visualize your sacral, and then you expand your sacral, and it's all around you. It's all around your aura, your whole energetic field. Like your sacral is everything. Like it's you. And while you're in there, you start to see things, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to move this out. I'm ready to move this out. And you don't even have to like identify exactly what everything is. You could just see like a speck of like what looks like dust or like darker energy or like a blockage of some sort. And you just know it's not supposed to be there anymore. It's ready to be released, right? And so you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to release this. And it's like you can unzip like an energetic, like a tent of some sort. You're in a tent of some sort. You unzip it and that stuff goes out, and then you zip it back up and you're back in your sacral and you're looking around. I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to release this. And then your sacral goes back to being where the sacral is. And you align, you balance it, you cleanse it. However you do that, maybe you do a meditation, maybe you wear orange that day, maybe you listen to a certain frequency. You balance it and you cleanse it, you align it, and then you balance and align the rest of them to each other. To each other. You can even picture like an energetic cord going from one to the other. Align your energy centers. Do a visualization. Visualization and meditations are different. They're similar, but they're different. And they're talking about doing visualizations. Visualizing the energy centers. And they're talking about, what do you see? What do you get? What messages do you get as you tune into each center? And then if you connect with the energy centers as being like a column of light, tune into that. What do you get from that? Have like a notebook next to you. This is very much about your energy. So the Hathor energy, I'm seeing this as, because I'm hearing like, I'm here to help you align. I'm here with your activations. I'm here with your, helping you with your, ascension symptoms, or whatever may come from. That's a term that's used a lot, but essentially what she's saying is she's here to help you with the physical symptoms that are caused by the activations or the things that you're doing energetically to lift yourself. They can cause conflict, because where you want to go and where you are two different places. And your body is like, oh, I'd rather stay where I am. And your spiritual body is like, I want to go back to where I came from. I want to be that light. But you have to be somewhere in the middle there. Like you can't be, because if you're all the way in the light, you're dead. You're not here. You have to be here. Again, I'm coming back to that food. Eat nutritious food. You have to meet in the middle. And then like I'm doing like a balance thing here, and then I'm seeing like emotional equilibrium. After doing like work on the energy centers, you might want to do some sort of emotional equilibrium visualization. Or like I can see some people listening to frequencies, and that works for them. Do this, and do this more often. Doing whatever this thing is that you do for like balance, and they're talking about like emotional equilibrium, like balance of the emotions, balance of the energy. And then they're bringing in again food. Eat a more balanced diet, have a more balanced way of eating. And then I'm being taken again to the sun codes, like the sun plate. They're showing me the storm, but they're saying that the sun is bigger. Yeah, I feel like if I go into that, it's going to be too specific. Like I don't want to do that because there's so many different things. That's another reason it can be draining trying to explain each thing that everybody's going through, like with the storm warnings and what's on the other side of that. But just know that, like, with whatever the storm warning is, because again, I feel like it's within you. It doesn't have to do with other people. I feel like there's a nurturing energy there. So know whether you connect with the Hathor energy or not, there is a nurturing energy around you right now while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. And so I feel like this could also be like literally a mom energy. Maybe your mom is helping you with something right now, whether she's passed over or alive. I feel like a lot is many that I'm talking to have a mother that's passed over. That energy has come to you in one form or another, whether you got along with this person in life or not. And they are with you, they're guiding you, they're learning from you. They are also with some sort of nurturing guide of yours. So they're both working as like a compassion guide. Someone lost compassion also, and that they're helping you with that too, because of a hurt, because of a heart situation, a heart blockage. Somebody's helping you with a heart blockage. Being taken to the magician in the mirror, and I'm hearing again, like I thought I heard earlier, like you have everything that you need. I'm seeing like two different things working together. Like I'm seeing it's like ice and fire. Two totally different things, opposite things working together to accomplish something or to make something happen. Okay, so I feel like I could go on and on with this. But just know that there's a nurturing energy with you. And we didn't even get into it didn't even matter. I don't feel like each one of these, it was the energy centers in general. The energy centers, your energy, protect your energy, work with your energy. And again, I'm hearing that outside thing, like that outside thing. Don't expect things from outside. I'm hearing don't fear things that are outside either. Like don't just focus in. You have everything. Right now is the time to focus in. You are like the mother. You are the nurturer for you. Understand that. For you. Light immersion. It's like they're showing me all these things now. Light immersion, full system upgrade. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Again, on a regular basis, get into a routine of grounding. It may look different for everybody. Grounding. And eat better, eat better, eat better. Okay, we're going to bring in codes here. They are to help you with your full system upgrade, for your upgrade that you're going through right now. So whatever process you're in, like maybe you're experiencing these pains in your body, these ascension symptoms, or maybe your heart and your crown are disconnected. You know, maybe these codes will work in different ways for different people. Maybe you have to understand that the ball is in your court always. So open up to allowing that. So take a deep breath. Horena yana tukuba shiana darakutukuma Yataka antarkutukuma, shishi anaka antarkutukuma, nigiga, ta turkutu, paratikia, tokorataka, trakiataka onrutukum. Take a deep breath. Heart codes, haraniataka ortukuma, ratiki, ortukuma, ratukum, shiana ratukuma, piakata antarkutukuma, ratiki, ka, trutukum, manrakiataka ortukum. Deep breath. Horatikiana ortukuma. Diataka antroktukum. Protukumaya tok orshikiataka antroktukum. Tukum. Haratiki. If you want a personal session, that link will be below. I want to thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.